French when I was trying to sneak the message, right?
Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that.
So what you hearing right now is bitch ass Jerome Whiteside when he was in the manosphere, but he was caping for women. See, I remember when Jerome Whiteside used to leave comments under my videos and say, yeah, blah, 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 and this and this and that. But when I started talking about Jessica X and her bullshit, Jerome Whiteside was like, I can't rock with you. Jessica X is needed in the space. She go against these women and this and this and that. This happened back in 2020. I didn't know I had this footage. And also I'm playing with an editor. I don't know which editor to use. That's free. That's easy to use to turn into a player and easily transfer to YouTube. So I'm playing with this one. And I got a whole bunch of footage and clips that I'm sitting on right now that I'm going to make videos. I found all this hidden footage of snake ass niggas in the space and being traitorous pieces of shit. And I'm going to edit it and put it all together. So, yeah, this is when Jessica X took Jerome Whiteside, wrench, quote unquote, by accident. And this is when a lot of dudes started dissipating from her. But Jerome Whiteside decided that instead of him taking his L and saying that I backed the female and said, oh, my bad, this dude decided that he wanted to go try to cash in and be a simp for a bunch of women. The same women he was talking about in chats.
So, you say my point, please? And I let him know by accident, and that's okay, cool. So, Game Changer, this not.
And also, I'm not gonna have no beef with Game Changer, but this is when back then when Jessica X was going on Game Changer when she needed Game Changer. I told y'all because Jessica X tried this shit with Tommy a few weeks ago. She moves in when she feels like she could be Superwoman or Wonder Woman or whatever kind of woman. She could be advocate woman. So when a guy get a Me Too, she could come in and say she has the person back. She's a, how can I put it? She's a for the sports players. She's a 30 minutes on the clock type dude, type shot that she only comes like when it comes down to like little bit minutes in the game, she comes out and performs really well. But the rest of the game, you don't see her nowhere to be found. You don't find her nowhere to be found unless, everybody else put the score on the board or they lose it or something, and then she comes in to act like she did something for the whole team. If you get what I'm saying. So the thing is, I find it hilarious when Tommy was like, Jessica X had my back. Jessica X had my back on Tasha K against this woman. That's what the fuck she does in order to get backing. And then she joins a bigger YouTuber. That's what she did with Mr. Fantastic, DJ Kuda, and Game Changer at the time. She used 3 of them, and I got a video back then about that shit too. That she used these dudes to come into space and try to lord over. Now, her and Daniel George and Sister George created a channel. She don't need you dudes anymore. She said it on Saint the Center that she's not manosphere. And I don't like Ramil, but he got the clip, and I got the clip from his clip. So basically, she barely much told y'all she for F y'all. She don't give a shit about what y'all did for her and how y'all sent for her, gave her money, supported her. She had an ego when she first started a channel because she was leaving dudes in the back and saying shit. I try to tell you dudes that y'all looked fucking weak, but y'all didn't believe me. And it's the same shit with Kevin Samuels. Like, look, man, like I said before, I can't feel sorry for dudes no more like that, man. I can't do it anymore. And this is my subsection. I've been through this shit before. But this is my first stint on YouTube by saying like, yo, y'all backing the wrong motherfucking people all the time. And this ain't the first time. This is in gaming. This in pro wrestling. I mean, I'm gonna start making videos about the fucking antagonizers in pro wrestling community, and it's mostly the black dudes that are antagonizing. But it's not just them, but it's a whole subsection of people who talking about the past and muscle, the muscle fucking junkies that they on. Oh man, that guy is big, this guy is small. It's a damn wrestling, man. I want wrestling to be cool again, so I don't feel embarrassed to be a pro wrestling fan. But hey, I'm gonna leave that alone. This is on something else. But it's like that in the gaming community. You got a lot of black dudes who do the same shit, like you back the wrong people. And then you look stupid. We all told you about what Kevin Samuels about. Dude came into space trying to shit on people because he was rocking suits. He was already broke. Anybody can show you that dude was absolutely broke. Everybody can show you that he was broke. But he came in, he slick talked, he had his little minion Obsidian, and now Obsidian think that he don't need the space anymore, and now he's talking how he really want to talk. So let's continue with this, man.
The only time she done some messed up stuff against you when you was beefing with Angry Man. She goes into his channel showing love to Angry Man. And fantastic, bitch. Fantastic, Yellow Teeth Bandit self. He
coming from the nigga with a lace front beard, a fake ass motherfucking hairline.
And I told y'all about Mr. Fantastic too. Dude was constantly going back and forth with women. His whole role on here was to peacock and act like he was better than everybody else. And that attracted the China White situation that they had a blow up. And then the next minute, you know, she back on his channel after she disrespect him. This is why I laughed at certain people in the space like, yo, y'all back in Jessica X. And then I knew she was going to do this shit because I remember when some people were calling her ass out, right? And this was back in 2020. She left for 2 months and said a family member died and came back and was on the same shit she was before she left. Not only that, she said a lot of egregious shit on Aegon streams, which is kind of crazy because it seemed like either Aegon protecting her, because if he not in his space no more, he should sell them that old footage to somebody. He could make $300 easily from somebody in this space from that shit alone. And that shit could, you know, Ramil Amir talk about how much money he got. It doesn't. Hey, hit up Aegon. Somebody hit up Aegon, and guess what? Get that footage, a good 300, or how much Aegon want for that shit, and expose Jessica X, because those live streams showed you who Jessica X really was. Jessica X came into space based off what Kuda told her to do and what Zero actually gave her a blueprint. Zero created a blueprint on her knowing about feminism. She was parroting Zero half of the time. And acting like she was for men. And then when she had no script and no blueprint to go off of, she would wander into her feminist bullshit. Look, I love this shit, man. I love being right. And then I heard another stream from Reg the Bad Guy, and I forgot what his name, Big J, OJ, some shit. This dude was like, oh yeah, Kevin Samuels' numbers are going down because everybody got to go back to work and all this stuff. And no, it's not that, dude. There's a lot of people who got good, solid numbers. It's because the fact is they found out he's full of shit and nobody want to fuck with him no more. Like, the fact is, They getting tired of the same old stick that he did after that whole. After the celebrities women, he had the chance to do this kind of stuff to the regular celebrity women. He kind of looked stupid going back to normal women saying, you ain't for a man, and all this other stick that he was doing. He took the talking points from everybody else. And the kind of shit that he did to O'Shea, because O'Shea looked as stupid as hell. O'Shea is the worst. O'Shea is like the dumbest dude that I ever seen. He the most biggest simp in the manosphere. Next to Angry Man and next to Obsidian. This dude backed Fresh and Fit, and then that burned up in his face. Then he backed Kevin Samuels. And then Kevin Samuels is seen in a picture with Saint the Sinner. The same Saint the Sinner that went after O'Shea and pretty much this was just lies. Saint the Sinner exposed Jessica X in an audio about her not wanting to be in the manosphere. She's not a part of the manosphere because it's too controversial. But she's always in the chats. She always have her mouth on everything. She always talking shit about people in the space. But guess what? Here we go. But I'm here to expose every motherfucking dude who was on her side and acting like they was not with her. Now, you're going to see guys pop up in my edit video, and you're going to see the names and stuff, but you can do your own research of all the people who supported her. I can give you a list, but that makes it too easy, and that makes me want to do more work that I don't feel like doing. I exposed this chick before. Same thing with the Naima chick, and how she was kind of clownish, and what her mindset was, and how many shots she took. I told y'all about these women. I told y'all about Raining Woman. I told y'all about all these other people. But it's like y'all didn't listen. So hey, y'all deal with y'all deal with. Like I said, there's gonna be more men that are gonna end up dead or in jail for over a woman. There's gonna be more men who get cheated on. And there's gonna be more men. Oh, you're sexist. Okay, whatever you say, man. Let you go to jail for a woman, and I'm gonna laugh at you in jail. And if you go take your life, don't make a video, because I'm gonna make a video too, clowning your ass.
You got a filter on your face. You are a grown nigga with a fucking filter on, bro. You got a filter on, nigga. Nigga, you got a filter on your face.
Jerome, without the personal text, he banned himself. I appreciate you all. Okay. GC, we got people that care about you, right? So why was you doing?
Now, if you heard Jerome Whiteside, because I'm outside, he said we got people who care about you. This is the same Jerome Whiteside who took shots at Game Changer. This is the same Jerome Whiteside now, 2 years later, who's sitting there talking shit about the manosphere the whole time. Just to get money from females. This is why I said I hate snake people, man. Snakes, these kind of dudes are like the worst dudes to ever be around. This is why I'm happy that it's online and not in real life. Because online is better dealing with dudes like this than in real life. Because in real life, guys got to question themselves whether they want to put these dudes in the ground, or they just want to let these dudes just run off and do this shit to other people.
Stream yesterday, and I tried to share the after stream, and somebody took my rights for doing it. Now, if you care about your boy so much,
and this is Jerome Whiteside, kind of the same shit that Jessica X did when Fresh and Fit took her. When Fresh and Fit took her. See, this is what I mean. This is what it looks like to have feminine energy. So she take your wrench and you go against the whole space. Hey, Jessica X got her wrench taken from Fresh and Fit. She went against them and put the girl who talked about Fresh and Fit and tried to expose Fresh and Fit. Oh yeah. And I forgot that situation where she tried to Me Too one of the chat dudes and said he was sexually coming after her. So this is the same advocate chick that y'all will sit here talking about for, saying there's all this shit about how she's for men and all this other stuff, and she speak up for men and all that. Y'all look like clowns now. Game Changer look like a clown. Mr. Fantastic look like a clown. Jerome Whiteside look like a clown, and everybody who was sitting there saying Jessica X is this different girl, y'all look like clowns because she give y'all the narrative and gave y'all marching orders. That means y'all not men. Y'all a bunch of female followers, man.
Why couldn't he promote his channel on your channel?
The wrench getting taken away was accident. I took GC's wrench by accident. I was trying to delete no, because you were the guys that dropped the link. I was trying to delete the message, but I can't do it if you have a wrench. So it accidentally took your wrench when I was trying to delete the message. Right?
Nobody want to hear that. Nobody want to hear that.
See, about I think back in 2020, I had a wrench in Man of Tomorrow's channel, and magically my wrench got taken. I don't know what for, but did I bitch and complain about a damn blue wrench? Did I say, Man of Tomorrow took my wrench and he let Xanados Clutch have the wrench, and Xanados Clutch was talking against SYSPM and traveling? I didn't make no big deal out of it until somebody hit me up and told me what Xanados Clutch was saying. And then I got my file on him. Well, I got a couple videos on him talking shit about SYSPM and talking shit about traveling, but at the same time acting like he's with them. But like I said, I didn't cry over a wrench. What is this crying over a goddamn wrench for? Y'all acting like y'all say y'all got real lives. So why y'all crying over something so simple? Y'all want power like that y'all want power like that online so bad that y'all will cause dysfunction in a whole space, online space.
I actually spoke and I let him know by accident, and that's wait. Okay.
So Game Chat, this is not the only time she done some messed up stuff against you. When you was beefing with Angry Man, she goes into his channel showing love to Angry Man. And Fantastic Yellow Teeth bandit self.
Coming from the nigga with a lace front beard, a fake ass motherfucking hairline, and you got a filter on your face.
What is going on?
Yo, DC, this nigga got hustle on his eyes, man. You know I'm not gonna have that shit.
Personal tax. Without the personal tax, Jerome, please continue. Fantastic, you get your tax. All right, so Fantastic. The same day, this dude is like cool with Angry Man. The same day, both of these two go at you on some snake stuff. They do.
And the funny part about that statement is that both of these, they go at you on some snake stuff. But guess what? Guess what? He went against the whole space on some snake stuff, because he didn't get his way with his queen Jessica X.
All the time, man. And then, Game Changer, you ever notice when you're on Fantastic's panel, you don't get to say nothing, but the females get to talk? He did it last week.
And Mr. Fantastic was known to let females use his platform to just shit on men. And then he think that he was this big bad, oh yeah, man, I'm the man, I'm the alpha, I'm the this and I'm the that. And his main platform was sitting there arguing with dark colorisms and letting women say all these different defamatory things. Come on, man.
Well, remember that was 2 weeks ago? After the Jessica X stream, and you couldn't say anything, but he let the women talk, but he's manosphere. You dudes are donating all your money.
And it's funny that this guy trying to talk about who's manosphere, and 2 years later, he's talking shit about the manosphere and changed his whole name to taking down the manosphere.
A bunch of scammers.
Oh my god, this is 3.0 all over again.
Can I finish my thing?
Now, the funny part about that is that this is what Jerome Whiteside does. He didn't contribute to anything. All he does is roast. All he does is take cheap shots. But he was Mr. Manosphere. Back in 2020, 19, and 18, I'm Mr. Manosphere, man. F these hoes and blah, 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 blah. That's why I don't believe none of these dudes when they say, oh, man, yo, the Manosphere, they this. Because half of the dudes that I see in chats, now they're against the Manosphere now. So it's telling me that you grown-ass people still got the mentalities of children. If something had to happen and you end up turning on somebody, instead of just saying, I'm going to peacefully walk away from this person and I ain't going to say nothing about it. I peacefully walked away from Game Changer. So I'm going to talk bad about him like that? No, I'm going to criticize him. I'm going to give constructive criticism to what he been doing and what he been doing for the past couple of years. Like, he almost got Me Too. The whole space had his back. He went on to go and do the same shit that he did with Cocaine Kells, with Jessica X. Then, after Jessica X betrayed him, Melody, he did the same thing. He thinks that these women are savable, but hey, that's him. See? I left it alone.
Because it's his term. Let us finish.
Yesterday, your rent went by accident. I think, obviously, Jerome and I think it was DJ Nat's rent went by accident.
And DJ Nat is a damn simp too, because DJ Nat, he only showed up on Aegon streams, and he only showed up to talk to Jessica X, and he gave her glowing reviews. And I remember him. He was one of the people I had beef with in the chats when he tried to tell me about Asian chicks. And he started coming talking shit about me and shit. I remember him now. Now I know his name. Because I remember DJ Nat, Jessica X, Naima, Ghetto Techie, Gay Bay. I all had beef with them in chats. And they all had some stupid shit to say.
And I said that they'll get it back. Zone knows this. I've said this to Zone before, even behind the scenes. I don't like the spamming of links. They will spam the link about 30 times, more than 30 times through the stream, like one after the other. Spam, spam, spam. I don't like it. I told them to stop it. One thing that you'll know, and someone in the chat said that I did this, I've never, go to anyone's chat, I've never spammed my link, ever.
No. Let's correct that. When you went to Mad Bus Drivers back, and when you went to Mad Bus Driver X chat, you and your minions try to spam. I think they try to spam it, or they try to sit back and say that everybody in this room was losers. When Mad Bus Driver told her to kick rocks, ever since then she started taking shot at Mad Bus Driver. But she talked about his mask. But she don't want to show her face because, oh, these guys are creepy. They're weirdos. This and that. And then 2 years later, she tells you dumb fools that, hey, she did it all by herself. She's not a part of the Manosphere because the Manosphere is controversial.
Unless the content creators ask me to drop a link. I don't like it. I think it's tacky. And I'm going to run my platform however I want to run my platform. That's how it's going to go. It's the same way I do when I go to somebody else's platform. I don't spam my link. I don't like it. Like I said, I think it's tacky. And so it's not going to happen on my show. If you don't like that, you don't like that. When GC comes up on my platform, he is welcome to put his link in my chat. I don't need you guys to spam it 100 times in my chat. I don't.
Oh yeah, let me get that out the way because I'm almost at my destination. So, Sister George had something to say about people being extreme inside the manosphere. So, women could come into space and they shouldn't be talked about. You dumb fucking people, man. Y'all the same people. Like, women coming into a man's space is like you walking into an AA meeting with a bunch of alcohol, making alcohol jokes to people who actually getting over alcohol recovery. This like walking around talking about let's smoke some drugs and do some drugs to a bunch of people who drug addicts in a group therapy, or talking about sex who got people who got brutally raped or they brutally raped or sexually assaulted, and you come in the group talking about y'all need some y'all dudes in here need some vagina, or some of you women in here need some penis. Are you serious? That's what it's like having these chicks come into space, because they always say something smart in the chat, and you wonder why they always get the rage, because you're not supposed to be here. This is supposed to be a place for men. But guess what? This is what happens when y'all put women up on a pedestal and y'all act like they were supposed to speak for men. Y'all all look like clowns, and Smooth is a part of that shit too. Y'all niggas look like fucking clowns putting this chick up on the pedestal. Now she making y'all niggas look stupid. But y'all gonna let her spin it around, and the dudes on the side, cause y'all can't maneuver nowhere. Y'all can't go nowhere else. Y'all already been exposed. The best thing you can do is sit back with Jessica X. That's why I know that y'all only can go on certain platforms, cause somebody gonna call your asses out. And I'm glad. Oh yeah, perfectionist. I remember you. Remember? You was talking all that shit? I still remember you, dude.
And so what you showed is that you're a flip-flopper, Jerome, because instead of you coming to me like a man and saying, I don't like the way that you did that, or even asking me like, what happened? Neither do you. You could be a woman. See, and he's exactly, this is what he did, right? Instead of him coming to me like a man and saying, what happened?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut this video short, man. Look, man, these dudes are a joke. Y'all backed the wrong person. And I might make a part 2 of this, and I might not.